Hey guys, it's Brandon here again at VapXtream. Well, I started to shoot this video and I had nothing prepared, so I figured I'll start again. Excuse me. Got a package in today. It is 12:30 in the morning. Of course, I'm still on night shift mode, so I figured I would do a video on a really cool device that is now available in Canada. One of the things that I have noticed, kind of one of the new fads that's going through, or not really a fad, but a lot of people are using hybrid rebuildables, like for example the AGI. Guys, I did do a video on this. Something happened with my computer. I shot the whole video and thought I was recording it. When I uploaded the video, there was 3 minutes and 14 seconds left through the build on it. Now, I will do a review on it. The only reason why I'm not doing a review on it right now is because it is performing outstanding. And the juice that I have in here is the last little bit of juice of that kind that I have, and I do like it, and I have more on order. I'm just waiting for this vapor can thing to finish off so that I can get my order done. So anyway, kind of excited. I've always wanted a hybrid mod. Kind of like the Genesis, and I know there's a few others out there as well, but I can't justify spending that kind of money, especially with the amount of money that I've already invested into vaping and toys and juices and rebuildable stuff and atomizers and cartomizers and tanks and chargers and batteries and so on and so forth. It is a hobby, guys, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, it's just the way it is. So finally, we have a hybrid available in Canada. It comes, sorry, the vendor I got it from was vapors.com. And basically what I have here is the hybrid elite mod. This comes from Rainbow Heaven. Now guys, it is a Chinese manufactured mod, and I'm sure in the next little while we're going to see a crap load of these flood the market, because of the fact that they are becoming very popular in the vaping community. So I've already unboxed it, because of course, like I said, I've shot this video twice now. Luckily I didn't get too far into it. But basically, this is just your leather carrying case. Inside you have two pouches, which is kind of nice if you're going to use it. Inside the box, basically what you're going to get is the drip tip. I ordered mine in black. They come in black, silver, blue. Black, blue, silver, and kind of like a gunmetal gray, but I don't own a black mod anymore because my Provari has died, so I ordered this one in black. So basically, guys, it is a hybrid mod, so it's not like it has a 510 connection. It uses a basically the Wiccan, or sorry, the stainless steel mesh and coil. There is no 510 connection. I've got mine set up right now in 18650 mode, but you can actually remove the center tube and the bottom tube. So I guess you could probably set this up in 3 different configurations. Oh, no, sorry, you can only set up in 2. Either the, let's give me some room here. You can either set it up in 18490 mode, which would be the large battery tube, the top, and the switch, or you can add the extension tube in, which will give you the 18650 mode. Then you're pretty much all set and ready to vape. So basically, what you get in the kit is what you see here: top cap and grip tip. You also get a replacement glass tank. The one that is pre-installed is plastic. So you have a plastic tank in here, and then of course you have a relatively thin tank cover. Like literally, guys, you could squish it with your fingers if you really wanted to. But also in the kit you will get a bag with one piece of stainless steel mesh and a fairly decent length of A1 carefull wire as well. It doesn't specify the length, but I believe it is a 0.2 millimeter carefull, so I think it's a 28 gauge, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, I apologize. I just normally just buy it by either 28 or 32 or whatever the deal is. So anyway, I had already gone through and pre-done my wick when I was doing the video. So basically, guys, I don't oxidize my wicks. I basically just use a torch and kind of burn the contaminants off it, both sides, let it cool down, and then I roll said wick like so. Now, after I've done this, and of course, guys, crease your ends, and then or crease your one end that you're going to roll out, so that way you don't get those little nubbies causing possible headaches later on down the road. Now, of course, the only downfall with not oxidizing is your wick is a little flimsy for building the coil, but generally it's not an issue when you're putting it together. So the only thing I haven't done yet, of course, is test fit my wick, and that might be a little loose. Just gonna kind of loosen it off a touch, just because I like my wicks to fit fairly snug, just so that way you don't really have to worry too much about juice leaking out. So that, I'd call that good. That's a nice fit. Now, I don't think you really have to worry too much about shorts with the wick and the deck, just due to the fact that with it being anodized, you may not have that issue, of course, until it scratches through. So basically, guys, at this point, all I do is grab a pair of side cutters and just nip the corner so that you get a bit of a, of course you can't really see that, just cut it so that you gotta cut it on an angle, basically, and then I just kind of squish it out a bit, and then, oops, of course after you squish it, you're gonna have to straighten it out to get it to fit back in the hole. So as you can see, the wick is a little bit longer than your post. So now what I do, guys, at this point, just because I've been using my fingers, oops, and just kind of burn the oils off from your hands, I just take it and just blacken it one more time. Get it good and hot. This is the one main reason why I use a tile when I'm doing my reviews, because after I'm done, I can just set her down and let her cool. And I'll shut the torch off and get that out of the way. So as we let that cool, what I'm going to do is grab my trusty little screwdriver. I'm just going to grab a Phillips bit. Okay. Grab the wrong size, of course. Try that one. And of course, I'm just going to back the screw off just a bit, just so I have the ability to capture my wire. And I always preheat my carefull just to kind of take the springiness out of it. Just give her a quick wipe and just cut off, about an inch or so, or say 2 inches, 2.5, whatever. I got lots of wire, so I don't really get too concerned about wasting any of it. Set that there, get this out of the way. Now, we'll take our wick, push it back down inside the door. And generally what I like to do, I'll just grab a pair of tweezers, just give it a little bend so I got something to hook onto. And I'll just hook her on the bottom there. Just tighten her down, make sure she's good and snug, and then just to make sure, I just take that little tail that you generally have at the bottom and just tuck it around the screw. Just makes it a little bit easier. And then at that point, just start wrapping your coil. Sorry I'm not doing this on cam, but try and get her in there. And generally what I like to do is put about 3 wraps on her. And then at that point, just catch it in the spring. And you're not going to be able to see that. Yes. See if I can focus that in for you guys. Not too close. As you can see, I need to fix that just a bit, probably tighten her up just a smidge more. There. It's nice having that spring load on there. Probably going to have a hot spot at the top. Kind of see that already. But before we go ahead any further with it, so that's basically a close-up of the top deck. So So you can see the top screws with the washer and the spring there, and then the bottom, of course, has the center conductor in it, which also has the insulator, which is nice. And then at the top, you have a small. Oops, where am I? Up here, you have a small hole there, and then of course you have a fill hole there. And then your contact screw, your wick hole, and that's pretty much the gist of it, man. The top piece, of course, looks like it's completely machined. You have O-ring at the bottom, sort of the dirty fingernails, guys. You got an O-ring at the bottom, and then there's two O-rings on the top deck here. But the top deck, the center post, and the bottom look like they're all one piece. And then of course your center conductor runs through to the bottom, and it's a brass contact, which is nice. So that's pretty much it for that. I'll zoom this back out. So now, because this is a proprietary connection, I can't put this onto any other mod to check the resistance. So basically what I'm going to do is use my trusty ohm meter and see what I get for a reading. So I'm getting about 2.2. That might be a little high, I think. So I'm going to try and take one wrap off. Let's see how that works. So I'm trying to shoot for around 1.5. That should be perfect. Okay, so now that I've got that done, guys, we can kind of start putting it together. So basically what I'm going to do is take the bottom cap, thread it on. We'll take the top cap, or the top battery tube, sorry, drop the battery in. I'm just going to leave this tail here, just for the time being. Whoops. I'm doing this upside down again. Just in case I need to make any adjustments. So basically now, guys, all I'm going to do is use the pulse method. So what you're going to do is just got a little hot spot there. At a point, just grab your dental pick. Just going to tighten that up a bit. This is where the finicky part starts in with hybrids. Still getting hot spots. Actually, you know what? I'm going to disconnect that. I'm going to cut my wick right about there. I'm gonna save that piece for another project that I'm gonna try. Let's try. This is where the fun part about hybrids and trying to shoot videos. So I'm finding the issue that I'm having is that I can't get it close enough because of that washer at the top. So I'm going to try and trim that again. Make the wick a little bit shorter. There, that should get me close for the center post. Still getting hot spots. Just want to make sure you don't have any shorts, and you want that wire with as small amount of distance as you can. So basically sometimes what I do is I'll bend the wick just to kind of eliminate that. Still get hot spots at the top. Bring that down a smidge. Separate that out a little bit. Sorry guys. Like I said, this is the finicky part about hybrids, or pretty much any Genesis style atomizer that you're going to build, is just trying to get the hot spots worked out of the coil. Some days it can be a challenge, others they just go together like there's nothing to it. And actually, as a prime example, when I did my build on the AGI, I had no problems at all. That's better. So you got a nice even glow all the way around. And we're going to take a little bit of juice. Just prime the wick a bit. Very nice vapor. Still getting a bit of a hot spot at the top. See if we can shorten it up a little more. So now, all we're going to do is fill her up. So all we're going to do is stick it in the hole there. Apparently this bottle doesn't fit very well. Thought it was leaking at the bottom there, but apparently it's just the juice, or the needle bottle that I was using. There we go. I'm not going to fill it right to the top. Just fill it up to about there. Color good. And we'll take our tail. Trim that off. Very nice. So now we're going to line up the air hole with your wick, of course. And I have been dying to vape this. Oh. Gotta put the tank section on, because it's got that little bit of a gapping for the top. And line it up. And see how she vapes. Oh, there we go. Oh, camera's not gonna stay. Ah, good enough. You have to excuse the hairdo, I forgot my hat. But here it is, guys, set up and rocking. So yeah, guys, I'm kind of excited. The new Elite mod from Rainbow Heaven, I believe what it is called. Yes, Rainbow Heaven, available at vaporous.com. There, a little better. Vaporous.com. They retail for about $69.99. Not for about, they are $69.99. Very lightweight, very smooth threading. It does have the locking mech on the bottom, so you can just put it in fire and then just spin her in, and you're rocking. So yeah, guys, I'm excited. Hybrid mod, well under $300. Actually, well under $100 for that matter. So yeah, guys, if you're looking for an inexpensive hybrid mod that you want to kind of play around with, just as a warning to anybody looking into getting into rebuildables, please make sure you check your resistance of the coil and your batteries. I am using a eSafe IMR 18650 battery, which are also available at vaporous.com, and of course a few other vendors. So make sure you use protected batteries, guys, and if you want to, you can also invest into the Vape Safe fuse. They're also available. I believe they have them on their site. I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe they have the safety fuses as well, guys. But I checked my resistance. I'm around 1.8 ohms, which is perfect for 3.7 to 4 volts, and they perform a stellar. I love the button. Performing outstanding, guys. Vaporous.com, the new hybrid Elite. Get one. That's all I got for you today, guys. So, as always, let's keep on vaping.